Hello everyone, Namaste, Hare Krishna. Welcome to Gita study session. We are in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. In our previous sessions, we completed 10 chapters and will begin chapter 11. So this chapter 11 is titled Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. Vishwa means universe, Rupa means form, Darshana is a vision, yoga. So Arjuna had a vision of the Lord Krishna's universal form. So that is described in this chapter. And this chapter is coming from the Bhakti Yoga section of Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna spoke about Karma Yoga in first 6 chapters, where he taught Arjuna how to live in this world, how to work in this world, what should be our mindset while working in this world, and how our work itself can lead us towards liberation. So, to attain liberation, to break the cycle of birth and death, to break the cycle of birth and death, for one to attain liberation, there are two paths: the path of Ashtanga Yoga or path of Bhakti Yoga. Karma Yoga will lead one to either path of Gnana and Ashtanga Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. And in the path of Gnana or Ashtanga Yoga, it requires renunciation and intense meditation. One has to have good control of mind and senses. Arjuna himself expressed that he cannot do that. It is so hard for him. And same for us too. And the other path is the path of Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti means devotion, love. Right? Krishna spoke about Bhakti and Bhakti Yoga in the middle 6 chapters. Okay, so that love towards the God may be dormant in our hearts, or maybe in some higher stages or advanced stage. It could vary for different individuals based on many lifetimes of practices and impressions in our life about the God and glories of the God. But the love towards the God would naturally manifest when we hear about the God. When we hear about the glories and greatness about the Lord, love directly manifests towards the God. It manifests, it happens naturally. It's the same in material world also. If we continuously think about someone, continuously meditate on someone, continuously know the greatness and glories of someone, we naturally love that person. We want to be the person, right? So same thing, for one to develop bhakti towards the Lord, one has to know the greatness and glories of the Lord. Krishna spoke about himself in the middle 6 chapters and the bhakti and the practices of bhakti. And Krishna spoke about how he being the source of a creation, source of existence, and what is that one has to remember at the time of death, what is that one has to remember throughout his life. uh, and the practices of Bhakti Yoga, his greatness, and the practices of Bhakti Yoga, which are easy, simple to understand, easy to practice, easy to attain perfection. So that is a path of glory of Bhakti Yoga. Krishna himself says. And when a person is devoted to the Lord, what God does to us. Krishna speaks about that also, like it's not a one-side love, it's a two-side love with us and the God. God residing as Paramatma in our hearts cleanses our hearts. The impurities which have been in our heart, like lust, greed, anger, envy, and many impure habits, impure lifestyle. Krishna is the one who removes the impurities and makes us pure and pure soul. Hmm? So that our bhakti towards him develops naturally. Tesham evana kampardam aham agnanajam tamah nashyami atmabhavasu gnanadipena bhashvataha. Krishna as a light which dissipates the darkness. Just as a light dissipates the darkness, Krishna, who resides in our heart, dissipates our ignorance and makes us a pure soul. That Krishna promised. This by the practice of bhakti. So, the bhakti yoga is easy to learn, easy to understand, easy to practice, and that will awaken naturally when we hear more about the God. So, Arjuna had heard 10 chapters from Krishna about who is God, who can be God, the greatness and glories of the God, how the God is integrated in this cosmic existence, how He is the one making everything function, making everyone function. Hmm. Mattha parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutreva maniganaya. Krishna says, just like a thread which goes into this necklace, then the thread is the one which sustaining all the beats in the necklace. Similarly, the Supreme Lord Paramatma, who is so much integrated into this cosmic existence, he is the one sustaining the everything in this universe. Everything in the universe, the living beings, non-living beings, anything is able to function. Anyone is able to function. Anything is in orbit. His glories is all because of Krishna. Krishna spoke so much about himself, so much so that Arjuna want to see. Arjuna want to see. Okay, Arjuna says like my illusion has been dispelled. You have been preaching so much, 10 chapters. Now I clearly understand who you are. I heard your glories and I desire to see you in reality, in practical, how you are so much integrated, how you are making sure everything is function, how are you integrated in this universe. I want to see that. Hmm. And Krishna, Arjuna puts forward a request. If you think Krishna, I'm eligible. If you think I can behold, you show me. Yeah, I want to see your universal form. And Krishna started speaking. Okay, Arjuna, be ready. Be ready. Stay excited. Stay amazed. I'm gonna show you the beautiful form of mine. And Krishna started before even speaking about his universal form. Krishna gives a trailer, right? Just like for a movie, before movie there is a trailer, right? Krishna gives a trailer, little bit highlighting his universal form, what he's gonna show. Just like a trailer, he says that, behold my universal form. You're gonna see the Adityas, Rudras, demigods, like many things. Everything, whatever you want to see, whatever you have heard in the 7 to 9 chapters, whatever you have heard, you can see everything in this one, one form. And Krishna also says, you cannot see with your those eyes. Those eyes are material eyes. Those are made with earth, water, fire, air, and ether, like a material elements. Those don't have the capability to see this universal form. I will give you the divine eyes by which you can see. So that doesn't mean Krishna will pull out his socket, eyes from his sockets, and he puts a different eye surgery. No, nothing like that. No eye surgery. Krishna empowers the eyes. That's it. Krishna empowers the Arjuna's eyes so that Arjuna, with his own same eyes with good empowerment, same eyes, Arjuna could see the universal form of the Lord. I'm giving an overview. After that, we'll go a little detail into these verses. So, So when Arjuna is saying, Arjuna is looking at the universal form of the Lord, and the Bhagavad Gita message, as it is the flow, how it is going, the focus is shifted to Sanjaya. Sanjaya is where like Bhagavad Gita started, right? Dhritarashtra Vasha Dharma Kshetri Kurukshetri Samaveta Yutsa Mamaka Pandava Cheva Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. So Dhritarashtra asked the question to Sanjaya, what are my the Pandavas and Kauravas, they're assembled on the battlefield, what are they doing? What are they doing? So Dhritarashtra, he was blind, he was working from home, so he was not ready to go to office. So or the battlefield, he was working from home. That's why he cannot even see. So he asked Sanjaya to narrate what is happening on the battlefield, to speak what is happening on the battlefield. Then Sanjaya also had this divine vision. Okay, Sanjaya, he was given divine vision by Veda Vyasa so that he can see what is happening on the battlefield. Same like what Arjuna was seeing, the divine universal form, Sanjaya was also could see the divine universal form, and the same thing Sanjaya is speaking out. He is saying Arjuna had showed the Krishna had showed the universal form to Arjuna, and that is so wonderful. It's so visual, and it is like a thousands of suns appear in one place. It's so wonderful. So amazing. Mm. And Sanjay also says, little bit he describes, Sanjay also says that Arjuna bowed down to Krishna and he offered obeisances. He started praying to Krishna. So that is first 14 verses. We'll see that now, little bit in detail. And after that, the focus is shifted to Arjuna again, the Bhagavad Gita flow. The focus is shifted to Arjuna again. Arjuna started speaking. He started glorifying the Supreme Lord. He's speaking out whatever he's seeing in the universal form. Hmm? So he says, I can see many, many things, like all the things you have spoken, like all the Rudras, many living entities, demigods, how the creation happened, destruction happened, everything he could see in one place, right? And thousands of millions of heads. It's like unlimited heads. If you see the universal form of a picture, like in anywhere, people put in someone houses, right? You can see here. So most of the time pictures are like, 10 heads to the left, 10 heads to the right, and 10 hands, or so and so. But in the universal form, Krishna displayed, it is unlimited. Just to portray that universal aspect, people draw that picture, but it is unlimited. What Arjuna saw, unlimited heads, unlimited hands. It's unlimited. Yeah, Arjuna himself says, I cannot see where it started, where it ended. Right? In our picture, in our photo, we see like there is a start and end, right? Height and the length, everything weird. But in the real universal form, Arjuna saw that is unlimited, unlimited, everywhere, like a 3D high end movie, something like multi-dimensional movie, right? So everywhere, everywhere. Mm. And while Arjuna was saying it, Arjuna initially saw all the good things, all the nice things, a beautiful movie, like he was enjoying nicely. Uh, After that, he sees a second half. Second half, the climax, where in the climax, towards the end, he saw all the uh, destruction also, like many things getting destroyed. All the armies, like Kaurava army, they're rushing into the universal form. They're getting killed. And the destruction and the many fumes were coming out of this Vishwarupa form of the Lord. Arjuna got terrified. He got terrified and got scared. And that time he says, "Who are you? Who are you? Hmm? What is the purpose of this existence? Why are you here like this? Why are you like this?" Then Krishna says, "Time I am. Kalosmi aham loka pravarta. I'm the time. I'm the cause of destruction." And Krishna also says, "You become my instrument." You think you so far you have been thinking like you are the one who's gonna kill them. You are the one with your own weapons, with your own strength. You can do your job. But Krishna says it is because of me. I'm the one who is empowering you. You become my instrument. Do your duty. I kill all those people. They're already done. Just throw your arrows just like that, like a toy. Just throw your arrows. They will be killed. Don't think they have so many weapons, so many things. I took care of them already. You just become an instrument and do your duty. This statement is very powerful. It applies to anything in our life. We'll go in detail when we get there. And Arjuna, after that, Arjuna offers prayers. He glorifies the Supreme Lord, whatever he has seen, and many beautiful verses he glorifies, and he offers obeisances, and he apologizes. He says, "So Arjuna, Krishna, have been taking easy on you. I thought you are my friend. I joked with you. I ate with you. And I said Yadava, hey Keshava, Madhava. I spoke roughly with you. My handling was not good with you." He sincerely apologizes and he requests Krishna to come back to the normal form. I can't take this form anymore. Just come back to the normal form. I cannot, I'm out of words and out of balance. Come back to the normal form. Then Krishna takes back the normal form. He says, he Krishna himself says, okay, let this universal form be end here. Let the movie will end here. Okay. And Krishna says a very beautiful thing, like 47 to 55, very important verses. Krishna says, For anyone to see me, to understand me, to gain knowledge about me, or to attain me, one has to have a devotion, bhakti, devotion towards the Lord is a prerequisite, even to gain knowledge about the Lord, or to attain the Lord, or to see the Lord in person, face to face. Bhaktyaastana sakya ahameva vidharjuna. Just by ananya bhakti only, pure devotion only, you can see me, you can attain me. So that's a wonderful message. Okay, so we'll get into the verses. So that ends that there's a full overview. So we'll get the flow as we go through the verses. So we'll get the idea and we'll get the flow. Can I ask someone to read this verse?
Arjuna requests Krishna to show his universal form. Arjuna uvacha mad anugrahaya paramam guhyam adhyatma samyitam yatvayoktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. Arjuna said, by my hearing, the instructions you have kindly given me about these most confidential spiritual subjects, my illusion has now been dispelled.
Thank you, Ram. So Arjuna started saying, before he is asking uh, to show Krishna universal form, he's giving some context. Arjuna is saying, Krishna, I have heard the instructions. What are you have spoken out of anugraha, your causeless mercy. It is because of your causeless mercy you have given this knowledge to me. I have heard all the instructions. And the instructions are also, as you said in ninth chapter beginning, like is a confidential Raja Vidya, Raja Gohyam is very confidential message, right? So Gohyam Adhyatma Samhitam. So it is a very confidential message you have shared with me. Now that I heard, my illusion has been dispelled. My illusion has been dispelled. I'm ready to do whatever you say. I got the clear understanding. My confusion started in the first chapter, and it is continued so far. I asked many questions. Now, like my confusion is totally gone. My illusion is dispelled. Now I got a clear understanding what is my duty, and and I do whatever you say. Right. So that's what Arjuna is saying. My illusion has been dispelled. So we'll try to go a little deeper into what is that confidential message. What is the illusion of Arjuna? Okay. So we need to know in Sanatana Dharma, little bit background. In Sanatana Dharma, or so-called Hinduism, Hinduism is a given word, a given label to us for the practitioners of Sanatana Dharma. But actually, we are Sanatana Dharma. It's a eternal righteousness we practice. It means a lot. It means a lot. Sanatana Dharma means a lot. So the practices part of Sanatana Dharma is from the Vedas, Vedic literatures. Hmm. Just like for the practitioners of uh, Muslims or Islam, it is coming off from Quran, right? So for one to practice Christianity, the authority is Bible. Same like for us, for the practitioners of Sanatana Dharma, which is based on the principles and practices given in Vedas. So Vedas has three sections: Karma Kanda section, Gnana Kanda section, and Upasana Kanda section. Karma Kanda, Gnana Kanda, Upasana Kanda. Karma Kanda section, it deals with various rituals. What are our duties? One has to live a dharmic life. How to live a dharmic life? Dharmastu Shakshat Bhagavad Pranito Dharmena Hina Pashubir Samana. And Mahabharata, it is said if a dharma is the one which makes a human human. Otherwise, he's not considered human. He's considered a two-legged animal. Sorry to say this, but he's considered two-legged animal, right? The scriptures say this. Hmm? So, how to live a dharmic life is given in the Karma Kanda section of Vedas, all the do's and don'ts. And if you see Hinduism, we have many practices, right? So, from the birth, when the baby takes birth, there are some rituals being performed. When the baby grows, as the baby grows, there are many rituals being performed. Even from the womb of the mother, on the womb of the mother, some rituals to throughout the life cycle, wedding, children, many rituals are given. uh, and throughout our life, how a soul has to live a dharmic way. And even at the end, even after death also, after death also, uh, on the death day or after the departure of the soul, there are some rituals. This is so beautiful. Our culture, our Sanatana is so beautiful, so wonderful. Mm. Even for the departed soul to make his life or future further journey calm and peaceful, there are some rituals that has to be performed. It's all coming from this Karma Kanda section of the Vedas. Mm. And if a person has to fulfill some desires, he has to fulfill some desires. You want to have a child, money, or many things. Uh, how to fulfill the desires? What is the right way? What is the dharmic way to fulfill the desires? Are also given in this Karma Kanda section of the Vedas, right? And there is other section called Gnana Kanda. Uh, the soul to live a dharmic life is given, but the soul to break the cycle of birth and death. The soul, while living in this world, he accumulates karmas, good karma, bad karma, good deeds, bad deeds. We went through that in detail, right? So good deeds, bad deeds, any action we do, there is always a karma involved, right? Krishna spoke elaborately about that in previous chapters. The karma topic is so wonderful. And so in our daily actions, we are accumulating karma, and because of this karma, we are taking birth again and again, again and again, lifetimes after lifetimes. This is going on, continuing. Hmm? For a soul to come out of this repeated cycle of birth and death, how to do that? So, soul to live a dharmic life is there. That one section, one book is there, book one. There is a book two that is how a soul can come out of this repeated cycle of birth and death. That is a book two. That is Gnana Kanda section of Vedas. And Bhagavad Gita is a message from the Upanishads. Okay, and the Gnanakanda section of Vedas mostly it's from the Upanishads, various Upanishads that deals with the knowledge about the soul and the Brahman and the soul to attain Brahman principles and practices. Right, the message of Bhagavad Gita is all coming from this Gnanakanda section of Vedas. Krishna is given in a more delightful way for all of us. And also the bhakti, the third book, the bhakti upasana kanda section that involves bhakti devotion. Krishna also has given in the middle six chapters. So this knowledge is there. This knowledge is there in our Vedic scriptures, but this is most confidential because the gnana knowledge is not like it used to be usually shared. It used to be kept confidential. Okay, so certain people with certain qualifications, when they are eligible, they are given this Gnana Kanda section of Vedas. In previous ages, not now. Now there is knowledge everywhere in YouTube and many places in Google, everywhere, Chat GPT. There is so much knowledge everywhere. Chat GPT has more knowledge than anybody else, looks like. There is knowledge everywhere. But this knowledge there is a process to attain knowledge that one has to listen from a person who was in the Guru Parampara, who has gained the knowledge, and when the knowledge is shared, that will be more potent. Okay, not from ChatGPT. Um, yeah. So this knowledge, when in the previous ages, right before Kali Yuga, so people used to practice, and only certain varnas also, like when they're capable, when they have these brahmanical qualities, when they have good tolerance levels, good patience, and when we all the good qualities, when a person has a good qualities, only then the guru instructs him all these gnana, Vedic knowledge. Okay, so and the main important knowledge is to break the cycle of birth and death. What are the yoga paths one can take? Ashtanga yoga or bhakti yoga. So this is a more confidential knowledge. Arjuna knows that, and Krishna himself said it is most confidential knowledge. And he was really revealing to Arjuna and everybody. Krishna knows very well that the people of Kali Yuga, how they're gonna be. Nobody has the Brahmanical qualities, and Krishna is given like openly. And even the acharyas who have appeared in this Kali Yuga, they have Prabhupada, Ramanujacharya, Shankaracharya, they all appeared. They have given this Vedic knowledge, Jnana Khanda, Bhakti Khanda, Bhakti Yoga principles to everybody. Everybody freely they distributed. Okay, because we don't have time. We don't have time to attain purification and learn Brahman knowledge. No, that we don't. Nobody has a time, right? So at least in the age of Kali Yuga, Mandasumanda Mateva. In Bhagavatam, it is said that our understanding is very poor. Hmm? Our focus levels are very poor. Very poor. Our understandings are poor. Nobody shows interest in learning Bhagavad Gita. Even the Bhagavad Gita sessions are there. Very few people will attend. Yeah. So anyway, that's the reason I gave some background context why the message of soul or the message of God, which is given coming from the Vedas, even from the Bhagavad Gita, is very confidential. Very confidential. Very confidentially they used to be shared. But it is Krishna himself is giving to everybody now. Okay. To Arjuna and everybody by the mercy of Acharyas. Right? So that's a one part. And second thing is what was the illusion of Arjuna? The confusion started, illusion started in this first chapter. He was thinking that when he killed the opponents, their existence will be gone forever. Right? So Arjuna thought their bodies to be souls, but there is no soul, something like that. Right? So he thought their existence will be gone forever, and he'll be the cause of the destruction of his Kuru dynasty, and he thought like he will get a sin by doing his duty. He thought he'll get a sin and he will be punished, and there is no joy in victory. And Arjuna gives various reasons, and Krishna clears the misunderstanding, puts him in the right path. Mm. and Krishna also talk about bhakti yoga. Krishna says bhakti devotion is easy to understand, easy to practice, easy to attain perfection. Arjuna clearly understood, and he is ready to take up the path of bhakti to attain the Lord. And with that being the impetus, he's doing his duty. He's ready to do his duty, right? So that's why he's saying his illusion is dispelled. Okay, so I'll ask someone to read this. We'll quickly go and we'll try to complete as much slok as possible. Just engage.
Arjuna requests Krishna to show his universal form. O lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity and have realized your inexhaustible glories. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position, as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. If you think I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that unlimited universal self.
Thank you, bro. So, Krishna, Arjuna said, my illusion is dispelled. I'm ready to hear from you. And here he's saying, he's giving some additional details that, oh Krishna, I have heard. So far, you have taught me 10 chapters. I have heard uh, and in detail about the living entities. Arjuna is saying about the appearance and disappearance of living entities. What is the cause? What is a living entity? Atma. We are all Atmas, right? We temporarily live in this body in a certain place. Now we are in Earth planet. We could be in different planet, right? So, but we appear and disappear. When we disappear, what get disappears is a body alone. So when the body is unfit for the soul to live, the soul goes and finds another body. Uh, soul is eternal. Soul is eternal. The body is the one which is temporary. Soul takes different forms. And Arjuna is saying, I have heard appearance and disappearance, how the soul moves, and also most importantly, the appearance of disappearance of the living entities into this cosmic existence. Krishna has said that, right? So everything emanated from him. hmm? Everything, all the living entities, including the Brahma. from the Lord Brahma, through Krishna, through God, Supreme Lord Vishnu, through Brahma, all the living entities come into existence. Krishna spoke about that in seventh chapter and ninth chapter a little bit about like how everything comes into existence. And he also talked about creation, entire destruction, right? And how everything goes into the Supreme Lord. And again, it 8th chapter also Krishna talks about how he creates again and again, right? Arjuna is saying, I have heard about that. And Arjuna is also saying that, but I'm seeing you. You are saying so far that you are the cause of existence, creation, universe, and everything. But I'm seeing you as a person, and but I want to relate that how you entered into this cosmic existence, how you are the cause of existence, creation, how you are controlling the entire cosmic existence. I want to see. I want to see that. Okay. Um, and the fourth verse is saying here, Arjuna is saying, if you think I'm qualified, if you think I can behold your universal form, magnificent universal form, if you think I'm qualified, I'm ready, please kindly show that to me. Okay. Some takeaway points from here. Hearing instills inquisitiveness. Hearing instills inquisitiveness. So Arjuna had been hearing from Krishna thus far, and because of his hearing about Krishna, he is inquisitive to attain Krishna. Right? He wants to know more about Krishna. He wants to develop bhakti towards the Krishna. Right? It creates the inquisitiveness. And more we hear, more we will be inquisitive, and we'll try to obtain that object. Example here, right? So if I say like there is a robot, there is a robot. It's not a Tesla robot, but there's a wonderful robot here. This robot can do all your daily work. It can wash your dishes. It can wash your dishes better than your spouse. And your spouse doesn't have to complain that it can do wonderful job, and this robot can nicely mop all the floors, and it can nicely make the bed, and it can do all kind of activities. And if you want to go to a movie or some other place, vacation or anything, this robot can transform itself to a car. This robot can transform itself to a car, or this robot can transform itself to a flight if you want to travel to other country. It's a wonderful robot. If I more I talk about that, if it is true, if a person is really listening and he's getting excited and he'll be inquisitive to know, like, I want to see that. Show me a YouTube shot. Show me a YouTube shot of that robot. I want to see that. Who made that? Right? Um, Same was the case with Arjuna here. He was hearing more about the wonderful things about the Krishna, the God. So that's how this inquisitiveness started, and he wants to learn more about it and work toward it and attain it. Right? So next, second thing, more another important takeaway point here: Arjuna's humility and submissiveness. Yeah? Here, Arjuna did not command, "Hey Krishna, show me. I'm very qualified. I can take your whatever the things want to show. I can take it." No, no, no. Here, Arjuna is saying here, Arjuna's humility and submissiveness. Krishna is putting forward request. Even though Arjuna and Krishna are very much close to each other, Arjuna is always submissive to Krishna. Right? It's a life lesson for us. Like, for us to attain the Lord, we have to be submissive to the Lord, and also when you're putting request, we cannot demand. We have a habit like, Krishna, I did so much work. God, I did so much work. uh, um, Help me getting promotion. That is one type of prayer. God, help me getting promotion, right? If you were to rephrase the word if you were to rephrase the word by a surrendered soul, like a Sharanagata who has taken shelter of the Lord, if that person has to rephrase this word, what he will say is, my dear Lord, I want to attain, same thing. I want to attain promotion. If you think I'm qualified, if you think I'm ready, you help me. If you think I'm ready, you help me. Right? There's nothing wrong in asking anything to God, but the way we ask is important, right? Our humility, our the way we approach the God, mm, thinking the God to be the ultimate controller, not putting ourselves in center, but putting the God in center. Krishna, if you think I'm eligible, if you think I'm qualified, you can help me. Right? This, if you were to rephrase this word and put in a right form of prayer, we could do this. And also in certain cases of adversities, difficult situations, certain times we think like, God, why are you doing this to me? If you were to rephrase that, Krishna, you have a plan for me. Krishna, you have a plan for me. You are putting me in the right direction. You have a plan for me. You have a path for me. Hmm. Even going through the difficult phases, when we bring God in life or God in our thoughts, life becomes so easy. Life becomes so easy. Okay, so with these verses, we can see some takeaway messages here. How hearing about the Lord, more and more hearing about the Lord instills our devotion, and what is the right mode to approach the Lord, and what is the right way to pray to the Lord. These are spoken by various acharyas, so I have put together in a concise way. Okay, life lesson: receptiveness plus submissiveness is a path to wisdom. Okay, so we'll move on. I'll ask someone to read this.
Lord Krishna describes his universal form. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Pasya me Partha Rupani Satasota Sahasraha Nana Vidani Divyani Nana Varna Kritini Cha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, O son of Pratha, see now my opulences, hundreds of thousands of varied, divine, and multicolored forms.
Thank you, Bhavan.
Hmm.
So here, Arjuna put his petition, his request for Krishna to show his universal form. So Krishna is ready to show universal form, but Krishna is making him excited. Making me excited. He's showing a trailer, right? So that's what the movies also do, right? Before they launch a movie, they do a trailer. Some people they talk. What is it called? Movie launch, pre-launch. They do the big stage. They set up all the things. They talk about the movie. They make people excited about that, and they'll run trailers and so on. So, and Sri Krishna is doing the same thing here. You know, this trailer thing is there since Krishna's time. Looks like it is not new. So Krishna is also saying here, like, okay, I'm ready to show. Are you ready? Okay, are you ready, Arjuna? And and when you look at this, you'll be really amazed. You will see many things. Mhm. And hundreds and thousands of variety, divine and multicolored forms. I mean, you'll see many things. Stay excited, saying. So Krishna further says here, speak 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. I'll ask someone to read this English one.
Lord Krishna describes his universal form. O best of Bharatas, see here the different manifestation of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini Kumaras, and all the other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. O Arjuna, whatever you wish to see, behold at once in this body of mine. This universal form can show you whatever you now desire to see and whatever you may want to see in the future. Everything moving and non moving is here completely in one place. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence.
Thank you, Babu. So Krishna is making Arjuna get excited to see this universal form, like a trailer. Here he's saying, um, see the different manifestations of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini Kumaras. These are all celestial beings. They're celestial beings. Krishna spoke about it in previous chapter number 10, right? The first time Krishna spoke about this. He said that Adityas, of all the Adityas, I am Vishnu. So who are these Adityas? They're celestial beings, like for the solar, like sun god, right? We think like sun god is only one, but their sun god is like 12. They represent different months also. So one person will be the in charge of that particular month. One sun god will be in charge of that particular month. So like these are powerful beings, very powerful beings. They're not ordinary beings. They're celestial beings, powerful beings. Krishna spoke about them, and very importantly, he said, he is the origin of them, and he is the one who is making them function. If Ashwini Kumar, if Adityas, they're able to function in such a glorious way, it is because of him. He is the one who is empowering them. He is the one who is making them function. Because of his fear, Krishna's fear only, they're able to function. Right? He is the one who is energizing them to function. He's giving the proper intelligence for them to function. Right? So many things. And all these Vasus are like there are many details on that. Vasus and Rudras and Ashwini Kumar, these are celestial beings, celestial beings. Yeah. And all the demigods also, there are 360,000 wide varieties of demigods who are in charge of this cosmic existence, everything to function, right? The Krishna is saying, I'm the cause of them, I'm the source of them, I'm the one who is energizing them, I'm the one who is making them function. If you think they are great because of me only, and you see that whatever I spoke, how this is everything is functioning, you can see that here, this universal form. Hmm? And Krishna is also saying, water, you see everything in one picture now, right? In one place, you just sit there, nicely relax. If you have a recliner couch on your chariot, just recline and nicely see this all is wonderful vision of mine. Mhm. And you can see all the moving, non-moving things, everything. How can we say a universe, right? With our eyes we can see a certain distance or sky, there is a limit to the left and limit to the right, and we can, with our material eyes, we can see a limited thing here. When we go up, we get into rocket and go up, then we can see many things, but still our vision is limited. Krishna is saying it's still not universe, it's just earth planet, right? Even if you go in rocket or anywhere outside, even on the sun planet also is still a limited. Krishna saying you can see entire universe. You just sit there in the earth planet. I will show you that magic I can do for you. You don't have to worry. And eighth verse, Krishna is saying to see that you need a divine eyes. Your eyes will not. I'll not pull your eyes from your body, but I'll empower them. I'll empower your eyes so that with your same eyes, you can see this universal form from the same place how we are seated. You can see in this picture, right? So you can see in this picture, Arjuna was nicely seated, and Krishna showed universal form here, and you can see numerous heads everywhere, all over everywhere, right? So you see that. So now Sanjay is going to describe the universal form. We have 10 minutes. I think we'll complete these 14 verses, and yeah, I'll ask someone to read this.
Sanjaya describes Arjuna's vision of the universal form. Sanjaya said, O king, having spoken thus, the supreme lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouths, unlimited eyes, unlimited wonderful visions. The form was decorated with many celestial ornaments and bore many divine unpraised weapons. He wore celestial garlands and garments, and many divine scents were smeared over his body. All was wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, all expanding. If hundreds of thousands of sun were to rise at once into the sky, their radiance might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna bowed his head to offer obeisances and with folded hands began to pray to the Supreme Lord.
Thank you, Babu. So the flow is Arjuna requested Krishna. Krishna gave a trailer. He spoke about what he's going to show, and he started showing. And the flow here is shifted to Sanjaya, the first verse of Bhagavad Gita, where Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya, "What is happening on the battlefield? Show me, tell me." Right. So now here Sanjay is saying, because he was speaking continuously, and Sanjay here in this verse number 9, here is saying, because he could also see the universal form, right? So he could see what is happening on the battlefield. He could also see the universal form of the Lord. He was so fortunate, and that's why he's describing here. That's why he's describing what Arjuna is saying. Arjuna is movie started already. Movie started. Arjuna is saying, and what Arjuna is saying, Sanjay is describing. Okay, so he's saying here, Sanjay is saying the universal form is unlimited. We can't draw a picture. Even the picture is shown here. Like I have one picture here from ISKCON devotee who was put together here. Uh, this is the most best picture because you can see numerous head, unlimited heads everywhere, right? So in a traditional, in some people's home, we have a picture. People worship God, Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, having like 10 heads to the left, 10 heads to the right. There is a limit. In a picture also people put a limit like 10 heads to the left, 10 heads to the right, and with like Ganesha head, Narsimha head, or Hanuman's head, monkey head, many heads, right? So those people will try to put together their thoughts, but the reality is it's unlimited. There is no limit to Krishna's, the form Krishna showed. There is no limit to the heads. It's unlimited heads everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Now you can see in all directions, right? Arjuna is seeing this is a wonderful, nice picture in all directions, left, right, down, up, left, right, everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Arjuna could see unlimited manifestations of the heads of the Supreme Lord. And of course, there are heads, there are mouths also, right? And unlimited eyes also, right? So everything he could see, Arjuna could see. And here it is said the form was decorated with many celestial ornaments. It says Divya Ayudham. Divya is called divine ornaments, right? Not Ayudham, Divya ornaments. Um, it is said that God was there, like he was showing like this exactly same picture, right? And the universal form was also having this garlands, these garlands. These are not like a garlands we see in Costco and anywhere, like flowers, flower bouquet, and they made a garland out of it. No, 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 no. These are not material flowers. These are celestial flowers, celestial ornaments. Mm. The ornaments also, the garlands, the ornaments God is wearing, these are celestial ornaments, like divine ornaments. They are Sachidananda Rupa, right? They're not made of material, any of the material elements. So that's why uh, Sanjay is highlighting that point that these are not material elements. They're not made of material elements. Right? And also many weapons. The universal form of the Lord bore many weapons, upraised weapons. And garments also describe, the universal form also has a garment here, like a dhoti. Right? This is celestial, that's why he put the divine, the celestial garland, celestial garment. They're not ordinary or material things, they're divine things, and that's why he's highlighting that point again here, right? And not just that, like divine sense, like it looks like Arjuna could able to smell that. Sanjaya could also see that Arjuna's feeling that sensation, that divine smell is emanating from the body of the Supreme Lord. Hmm. It was a wonderful sight to behold, a wonderful sight, beautiful sight. It's a unlimited, all expanding, unlimited, all expanding. You can see in this picture, like unlimited heads are everywhere, hands are everywhere, eyes are everywhere, garments are everywhere. It's unlimited, wonderful, beautiful form. And not just that, in 12th verse, it is said the form is so brilliant and effulgent, so much so that like millions of thousands of suns. Thousands is still a limit. Thousands is it's unlimited. We should say it's unlimited. Hundreds and thousands. That's why it said hundreds and thousands. In Vishnu Sahasranama also it says Sahasra Shirasha, I mean not Vishnu, Purusha Sukta, Sahasra Shirasha, Purusha Sahasraksha, Sahasrapath. It said like the Lord has hundreds of millions of eyes, heads. It's still a limit, right? If you put a number, that's a limited number, but it's unlimited. That means unlimited basically. It cannot be describable, but for our basic understanding, for us to understand, there is the we put numbers, right? They even Purusha Sukta also they put numbers because just for our understanding. The reality is it's unlimited. And just like unlimited suns appear in that space, it's so brilliant and effulgent. The Lord is unlimited, Lord forms are unlimited, and the effulgence also so radiant. And yeah, same thing. And Lord, here it is described in the 13, like Lord is unlimited and all pervaded everywhere, and also situated in, even though he's in one place, he's divided in many, many forms, right? So exactly the same picture. So then 14th verse, it is said that Arjuna got bewildered and astonished, and his hairs were standing, truly amazed. And he bowed down. Here, exactly the same thing in the picture. You can see here, he's bowed down his head, folding his hands, same like in the picture, folding his hands, and began to pray that to the Supreme Lord. Okay, so this is what Sanjaya is saying. Sanjaya is describing what Arjuna is saying. So Arjuna is just describing. So that's his up to the 14. After this, yeah, we'll see next session where Arjuna started speaking. Right, the focus again shifts from Sanjaya to Arjuna, and here Arjuna starts speaking, and he describes the universal form. Whatever Arjuna is saying, he speaks with his own mouth, and that is very nicely given. And we'll go into that next session, next Wednesday. Okay, so we are right at a time. I know I'll go after 7:30 sometimes. Today I think we ended early, 7:20. So thank you all for patiently listening. If you have any thoughts, questions, or anything you want to talk, we can do that now. Thank you. Hare Krishna.